Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tim Dillon Show, and thank you for joining us here on the broadcast. First things first, we have a little housekeeping, a matter of great import. Earlier today, I was contacted by members of Dan Soder's Super PAC, and they wanted to purchase an ad on this program to basically get my fans and the fans of this program to vote for Ari Shaffir as the president of Legion of Skanks. And I thought about it, and I was considering doing it. But after some real soul searching about what is best, not only for Legion of Skanks, but what is best for the country, I have decided, along with the Bryant family, to endorse Luis J. Gomez for president of Legion of Skanks. Go to skankthevote.com at Gmail and register before August 7th to cast a vote for Luis Gomez. Again, this is from Tim Dillon and the Bryant family. That is their super PAC who paid for this ad. So, thank you so much. Now we will start the program. Also, we will have a hotline number later for you if you have been sexually assaulted at the Ellen DeGeneres program, which everyone that has ever worked there has apparently been goosed in the dressing room at the Ellen DeGeneres. What is going on at Ellen? She's out there dancing, and in the back, it's a free-for-all, apparently. It's the Marquis de Sade is running around the dressing room at Ellen, terrifying the employees. I thought she was just a bitch. That's what I thought. I know people that know her, but apparently it's not that. There's sexual deviants running around, and they're making people feel uncomfortable. They're sick. Get up how many people have been sexually assaulted at Ellen. I won't stand for it. I won't stand for this anymore. Do I like the show more now? That's the question. Do I like it more now that I know that Ellen DeGeneres has been running a rape room in the back of her fun, positive show? I mean, more trouble at the Ellen DeGeneres Show. Former employees make sexual misconduct allegation. Dozens of former Ellen DeGeneres Show employees accuse multiple executive producers of sexual misconduct, harassment, and assault. Wow. DeGeneres apologized as an ongoing internal investigation into toxic workplace allegations revealed deficiencies related to the show's day-to-day management. Nearly a dozen former employees accused head writer and executive producer Kevin Lehman of sexual misconduct, including groping, making sexually explicit comments, and behaving inappropriately at a company party. Well, it's a party. While Lehman said he denied any kind of sexual impropriety. Multiple former employees accused executive producer Ed Glavin of being handsy with women and leading the team by creating a culture of fear and intimidation, though Glavin did not comment. 36 former employees independently corroborated incidents of sexual misconduct. 36 employees at Ellen, the friendly show where the woman dances. In China, they don't even call it, they call it Dancing Lady in China. Yeah. So 36 former employees at Dancing Lady have been sexually assaulted. And I'm not trying to make light of that, although it is my job to, and also I am. But the point is, I'm not making light of the sexual assault. I'm making light of the fact that while it's going on, Ellen is bringing out sloths to make Kristen Bell giggle. You expect that type of stuff at certain environments. Fox News, I don't even think there were 36 people at Fox News. And Roger Ailes was just running around grabbing blondes and throwing them out of windows for months. That guy ran that place with an iron fist. I mean, Bill O'Reilly was just taking women's head and holding them in fish tanks, and you still didn't get to 36 women. Bill O'Reilly paid like $38 million to somebody. God only knows what that guy did. What did you do to someone and pay him $38 million? Kill them? I mean, that's the type of settlement you get when you murder somebody. And still, I don't believe, and I could be wrong, but I don't believe they had 36. I mean, it's wild. And you know they complained to Ellen about it. They were like, Kevin got a little handsy, or Ed got a little handsy with me. And, she just looked at them with that stone face because she's in the CIA. And she's an asset. Who is the Jorge Campos? Jorge Ramos?
Yeah.
Jorge Campos. I do this all the time. Jorge Ramos, a guy at Univision. Campos, the only guy to meet Stephen Paddock, goes and is interviewed on Ellen. It's a little weird. Couple that when she's sitting next to George W. Bush and they're yucking it up about all their fun days at Abu Ghraib. And she's, there's all kinds of emails that came out where, Hillary Clinton's on the show promoting, whatever war that she wants to have on a Wednesday afternoon. And Ellen goes, come on in. I'll work you in between the dance and the Kristen Bell sloth. And you can tell us why we got to bomb Syria, Hill. Come on in, come on down. And in the back, we're going to have women running for their lives. That's why Hillary looks so comfortable on the show, because behind the scenes, you could hear the screams of women being muffled. Help! That's why you got to dance, and they turn the music up so you don't hear, help! That's the official sign of the Ellen DeGeneres Show. Help! Ellen looked at them with that stone-cold wolf-like face she has. And she was like, fucking dance. And the girls were like, what? And Ellen goes, dance. And they had to go. Ellen was a trailblazer. She came out on her ABC sitcom, which also sucked. But she came out, and that was good. I applaud that. And then she joined the CIA. That I don't love. And then she did a show where she danced, engaged in inane, meaningless horseshit conversation. And behind the scenes, people were being chased around with hammers. So she's gone quite full circle. She did suffer a lot of discrimination when she came out of the closet. And apparently that sat with her. And she said, what if we just set up a daytime talk show, and in the background, we'll have Abu Ghraib. It's a regular Abu Ghraib in the Ellen DeGeneres dressing room. You got dogs, people naked, stacked together. Get up Abu Ghraib photos right now. This is what's going on at Ellen. This is what's going on in the back of Ellen. Abu Ghraib torture. Hit image.
Okay.
Bring that up. These are the segment producers at Ellen. If you're a segment producer at Ellen, this is how it works out for you. And then your parents call you and they're real proud of your big LA job. And you go, yeah, Mom. There they are. Go back. Go get the guy with they're electrocuting the guy. Look at this. Yeah, this, by the way. Yeah. That's an intern at Ellen that came in late. That's an intern at Ellen that got stuck in traffic on the 405. And Ellen walks by that and says nothing. She walks by it and says nothing because she's got to go sit in a chair and do a jig with Dick Cheney. Henry Kissinger's coming on. They're going to do the Charleston. What's going on over there? I want answers, god darn it. She's never had me on. What a fun interview. Let's practice the interview. You be Ellen. We come out, we dance, we sit right down.
Okay. Hey, thanks for doing the show.
Hey, how are you? There's like 3 people being raped in the back. You know about that?
No, I have no idea.
Oof. All right, anyway. So I have a podcast called The Tim Dillon Show. So I want to get into this, too. I want to get into this because this is a show with a lot of serious matters, and I don't want to kid around anymore. You can get this off. By the way, can you imagine? By the way, hey, QAnon, where were you? Did you care? Did anyone care about this? Did anyone care about this when we brutally tortured people? Many of them were innocent. Did that bother anyone? By the way, that's not a conspiracy theory. That's the United States government, by the way. That's the United States government, designed by top down by Cheney, Rumsfeld, the whole crew, in league with psychologists Mitchell and Jessen. We took people, many of them we grabbed them off a battlefield. Maybe they were terrorists, maybe they weren't, maybe they were confused kids. And then we sent them to black sites, shipped them all over the world, and tortured them. So, again, that's not Chrissy Teigen doing that. That's your government. Okay? I want to talk about the TBS Tournament of Laughs because we are no longer on the show. And we were robbed. And I love Jim Norton. And I respect him, and I hope he wins. He's going up against Piff the Magic Dragon. What an honor. And here's the reality. We got to the Final Four, and we were let go. It hurts me. What's your dream out there? Do you have one? Because my dream was to win the Tournament of Laughs on TBS. When I got into comedy, when I first started doing it in a coffee house, there was also a tattoo parlor in Long Island, New York. Okay? Where people would go in with like tattoos of fucking some ex-girlfriend and they had to get them made into something patriotic. You know? Can you, her name's Carrie. Can you cover that up and put Blue Lives Matter? Please? And I started there. And when I started there, I dreamed that one day there'd be a pandemic. I prayed. I said, hopefully, a decade into comedy, right as I'm starting to sell tickets, there'll be a pandemic. It'll shut down the whole operation. None of us will be able to leave our homes. We'll only be able to upgrade lo-fi sketches. And we'll have to and not just to enjoy them, to compete with each other. That's what matters. Comics competing with each other during a pandemic. Not to raise money for anything, just to do it. So I dreamed of this, and it was my life's work. I fought, and I worked, and I said to myself, if we do the right things, and if China leaks a bioweapon that the U.S. and China probably invented together, the only time they're going to... How great is it going to be when we find out the only time that we ever got along with China is when we created coronavirus? Because that book's coming out in 5 years. Coronavirus was created at like some like U.S. joint China thing. I guarantee you we're involved with China, and there's definitely a photo of fucking us and China eating ramen and with a bat, and we said, look at this motherfucker, we're just having fun. It was some like weird convention for fucking, bio research DARPA fucks. And they created and cooked up this thing. I guarantee it. It's coming out in a few years, that book, by the way. And I said, hopefully that happens because I want to be in a position where I can compete Tournament of Laughs. So we made it to the finals. We didn't think we were going to make it there. The competition was fierce. I mean fierce. These other comics were, on drugs, in homeless shelters, uploading videos on their iPhones. We didn't think we could beat them. How could we know that we were going to be able to beat them, I don't know. We went up against Fortune Feimster one. I don't know what happened. I don't know what her video was. She was stuck in a revolving door. I don't know. It's not my fault. It's not my problem. I respect her. The point is this. We won. We persevered. Okay? And then we got to the finals to do battle with Norton. And whatever Piff the Magic Dragon is, and he's won America's Got Talent or something. I don't know. Good for him. I should dress up like a magic dragon. Now, you know what I was thinking, by the way, David Dobrik goes around and gives people and the FaZe clan and FaZe Rug, whoever these people are, FaZe COVID, whoever they are, they give people the Lamborghinis. I said to myself, what if I went around and instead of giving people a Lamborghini, I give them like a stern talking to? Like when somebody's working at Starbucks, instead of showing up with a Lamborghini, I show up, I drag them outside and they're getting really excited. Like, what am I going to get? And I go, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Let's talk. Why do they cry when they get the car, by the way? I know I've brought this up. Why do you cry? Now you got to go to Starbucks with a Lamborghini. Now everybody hates you. Your life is still shitty. You can just get to the horrible job faster. Thank you for getting me this car that's going to get stolen and smashed, and so I can race to my job that I hate faster. Thank you so much. I'm crying. Thank you for this Lamborghini that a company gave you to give me. Thank you. Tim Dillon doesn't do that. I show up with a Chris Hedges book, America the Farewell Tour, and I say, there you go. No price on knowledge. How about that? I think that's a good show. What if I follow David Dobrik around and I give him beaters, like old cars that people have died in, where there's like blood and guts? What if I give David Dobrik cars, police cars that were burned in the riots? Just to... He looks like a chipmunk. You want to eat his face. That's why he's so goddamn successful. Everyone I insult on the show I want to be, by the way. Ellen, David Dobrik, the Mossad. So we get to the finals of Tournament of Laughs, which is literally the only thing we've ever really tried for. I mean, hard we tried.
Yeah.
We made it past levels and layers. And yes, you're telling me, Tim, you never told anyone to vote. You barely posted a link. You didn't know when the show was on. The website kept crashing. Your aunt, who supports everything you do, referred to the show as a total embarrassment. My aunt said it was so bad it was literally confusing. She didn't know it was a show, That's good. But I loved it. I love being a part of it. I love having the honor of being, because I've loved TBS. Get up the shows TBS has done. Get up what TBS has done now. You're lucky your ass got edited on that channel. Get up what TBS has done. The Samantha Bee Show, thank you very much. The best political satire that's ever been made. Why? Because she's yelling and it's about Trump. That's what she does. It's Trump. Yeah. Yes, I was happy to be on a network that had Angie Tribeca. Yes. Pull up Angie Tribeca, please. It's an American comedy television series. Tribeca leads a squad of LAPD detectives who investigate the most serious cases, from the murder of a ventriloquist to the rash of Baker suicides. Angie works best alone. The only problem, she has a new partner, Jay. The squad also includes apoplectic Captain Chet Atkins, quirky, bespectacled medical examiner Dr. Monica Scholes, and Detective DJ Tanner. This was my favorite show. Okay? What else have they done up there? They just buy shows from other places. What about Miracle Workers? Fuck yeah. Bring up Miracle Workers on TBS. Okay. This is what Daniel Radcliffe was in. Miracle Workers on TBS. Man, frustrated with the current state of Earth, God has pretty much given up to focus on petty hobbies. Thinking the end might be near, two determined angels try to change his mind. Craig and Eliza, low-level angels responsible for handling all of humanity's prayers, must convince their boss to save humanity and answer their most impossible prayer yet. Help two humans, Laura and Sam, fall in love. The 7-episode limited series based on Simon Rich's book turns a perception of heaven upside down. Do you people understand what an honor it was to be on this network that had shows like Samantha Bee Yells About Trump, Angie Tribeca, and whatever the hell this was, with Daniel Radcliffe and Steve Buscemi were on it. And Lorne Michaels produced it. Well, boo-hoo. Good. It's great. Anyway, I have no beef with Lorne Michaels, by the way. I'm available. Email me. I'll delete this whole show. I will delete this whole show, sir, if you get behind my career. I'll act like it never happened. I'll walk into the green room of Ellen and just throw hot acid in those fucking bitches' faces. If Ellen comes back, I will be the person who sprays mace at the segment producers if they get mouthy. So we've already established TBS is a phenomenal channel. We were lucky to be on it, okay? Lucky. And we got to the finals. And then we said, let's kick it up. Let's kick it up a little bit. Let's not do the normal, what we're doing, you know, how we usually work together and just it's me and him. We hired a crew. We hired lights. We had producers. We had about a crew